Everybody else is going to be the regular numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. We just know 5. But here we go. We got a full contestant on the hill. Both teams got there at the same time, so no team is screwing hard point. But Atlanta Dazed starts off with the opening kills. Get to start to screwing the opening hard point time. Big battle on the P2 street. I mean on the beast, man. I'm messing this up. But on that one street for Atlanta Dazed, for them to get up full control of this map and have a P1 control.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start out of them. You know, take some space, get those kills that they need, and they got more kills rolling through the feed. Absolute domination right now, completely on the maps and the kill department. The good thing that you did have there, though, for Boston was the spawns, but as I was going to mention it, looking like they're going to flip out here. Yeah, 7 does spawn in the back. So, Atlanta trying to chain some hills together here. Finding some good kills on rotation. You got these Boston players all spawning out now. They're going to try and bang this through the front.
That team might be a little flipped here, but Atlanta Dazed are taking control of this lead. I think Atlanta Dazed is Boston Burgers here, but I'm not sure. But here we go. We got Atlanta Dazed taking control of the lead, 50-1, going P2. 20 seconds on this P2. They're just getting every kill. Skies on a 5, but Bandit finally comes in there and just clears out the hill, make things mixy, give Boston Burgers some control of this hill. You got Atlanta Dazed coming from this roof side. All of Boston Burgers know that they're coming from this roof side, so their gunny is pointed that way. They're starting to get the kills to work in their favor. Last 13 seconds should go in their favor. We are seeing a Boston Burger rotate, trying to go through the den before they get to this P3, but Atlanta Dazed, they're set up and ready.
Yeah, they're getting set up and ready. The teams are, I just double checked with the teams are on screen there. Some good trades rolling in. So what you see is Atlanta is actually Boston. We're just going to call it as we see it for now. Time getting a little bit mixy here. Some trades finally going in the favor of this Atlanta team. They're finally going to get themselves on this time here. 43 seconds remaining. Just trying to get a little bit more time. Kind of crawl back into this one. You're not, I mean, too far away. You've still got plenty of time to work with. You're down by only about 30 points. It was a rough start for you, but I mean, with time like that you just found there, keeping Atlanta off this hill, that's exactly what you want to do and try and get yourself back in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Boston is doing a great job. Atlanta Dazed doing a great job of just stretching their lead out, getting the kills, and just knowing exactly where they're coming from, knowing where they need to be at next, because they're getting ready to get set up for this next rotation. As you can see down the bottom of the mini map, there is a big battle between 3 and 5, but 7 is there for the cleanup. Oh, but Bandit wins both of those battles on the rotation. Player 6 Coffee will get the rest. Will get the rest of that scrap time, but Boston Burgers will start off with early control. Sky's trying to get control of the back of these spawns. He's doing a great job of getting the back of the spawns. All of his team, though, is just going down around him. And there he finally goes. Boston Burgers on this P4 and start to wake up.
Yeah, they're starting to wake up. They're starting to get something cooking here. That's what you wanted to get going. Giants kind of spinning around in that weapons area, not able to find it. Teammate Bandit, though, able to get some cleanup kills for him. But trades are good for Atlanta for now. 30 seconds remaining on this hill. Trying to get something going. Trying to just keep these Boston players pinned towards the back of these spawns. Mills able to get that opening kill. Trade's going to roll in. Sky with a 2-piece going to clear that one up. Grim gets one as well. So that's going to clear the Boston players out. Last 15 seconds or so going to go the way of Atlanta. Over on rotations as well. Cough there with a big kill. So Atlanta again. What you thought was looking good for Boston. Atlanta kind of turned it around with a big break and a big flip of the spawns. Trying to chain some hills here now.
You're back to P1, 110-57. Atlanta Dazed taking this lead. Contestant on the hill, but the kills are starting to go 2-2. Make that 3. Grim with a big 2-piece to save face, but not enough because the Giants is there to take him out. Atlanta Dazed players back on the hill. We got another contest fest on this P1. Both teams. One team coming from the P2 side. One team coming from the den. Who's going to get these wins? Grim's taking around one. Mills takes down another one. And this Atlanta Dazed team is starting to cook. We got one more player on the hill. He's looking for him. He goes ring around the rosy. but he does not find him. His teammates does get the trade, but Millie is here for another contest fest. 111-64 has been like that for this whole P1. Who's going to get the advantage? No team is taking advantage of the kill feed is pinstripe. We got to start focusing on this P2, and you can see Boston Burgers, player number 4, absent, is already starting to get here. He's making a big play. Can he get this player in the back? Oh, big kill. Now he has to find another one. Atlanta Dazed will start off with time on this hill, but absent making the play. He finds one before he finally gets taken down. But Atlanta Dazed nobody's clearly on this hill, but the close spawns are gonna go in the favor of Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, Atlanta get those spawns. They get that time right now. 40 seconds remaining on this hill. They're keeping it mixy though. If you're Boston, you're keeping it, a little bit back and forth. Not giving them comfortable time on this P2. Trying to just crawl back into this one. Mills with a big 2-piece to shut that down. But absent through this backside, he's going to find a big 2. Trying to locate where these other players are, but reinforcements, decent but not good enough. Grim's able to find 2 towards the front. One more player on this hill. Bandit there for the cleanup as well. Contest is going to be in a big 1v1 for that scrap time as Giants is going to win that. So, last 10 seconds going to go their way. Over on these rotations as well. You've got a 2 versus 1 on the hill. They're going to collapse on that, so Boston now trying to chain some hills together here, but trades rolling through in the rotation. But Boston, they're going to find themselves some early time here with these Atlanta players spawning over towards lockers, trying to come up with their next plan of attack.
Yeah, man, they're spawning up on this deep side, so the guys try to get the break. Grim does find one early break. Now, there's a big battle in between Dan and P1, but that battle gets won by Millie. Atlanta Dazed have broke onto the hill, so now they're starting to accrue this hard point time. You see Bandit trying to find one in the back. Let's see if he can find another. No, he cannot. Atlanta Dazed are still control of this hill. They're set up, waiting for any of these Boston Burgers players to show face. As soon as they do, they're trying to take them down. Player through mid. They all know he's coming there. All the full team just attacks him, takes him down. If you are a Boston Burger player, you are thinking about this next hill, this P4, and that is what they're thinking about. But you got to watch out for, I think that Sky's in the back. That's Cough in the back, making things mixy. He got players, all Boston Burger players all around him. They clear him out. Boston Burgers had a big hill here last time. Let's see if they can repeat that effort.
Yeah, trying to get something going. You've got a little bit of a split spawn. You've got players for Atlanta on both sides of this hill right now, so that's exactly, they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to pinch their way onto this hill. These Boston players now spawning out over towards these rooftop P2 side, trying to work their way through weapons, but kills still good in the feed for Atlanta for now. These Boston players struggling to get anywhere near this hill. They're going to go all 4 down, so forced to reset. The time starting to tick. 50 seconds now for the victory if you're Atlanta. Trying to get something going. Giants gets the opening kill, but 2 quick kills follow for Atlanta. A little bit of a contest comes in, but that's shut down quickly. Chowing out towards Outer as well. He shuts that down. 40 seconds now for the victory. Can't quite win it here on this P4. Gonna come down to a P1. Last 10 seconds gonna go their way. So gonna need about 30 seconds for the victory on this P1 over towards these rotations with Boston trying to funnel in through this couches area.
Yeah, man, they're trying to come through with P1. They only need 24 seconds to win this game, and Boston Burgers are not going to make it easy for them. But Grim and Mills start off with 2 big, but Bandit and Giants trade them out. So it's still going to be mixy, but Atlanta Dazed do have control, but Bandit is there trying to get these kills, but he's shooting win. He's shooting nothing but win, but he finally finds it with the pistol, but he still is not on the hill. Atlanta Dazed is still accruing hardpoint time. They finally find the player on the hill to take them out, but Boston Burgers, they cannot get close to this hill to try to get some hardpoint time in their favor. They do find the one player on the hill, but as soon as they try to think they're comfortable, Atlanta Dazed players are spawning up, running to this point as quickly as they can. But Boston Burgers now starting to accrue some hardpoint time, trying to take this to a P2. Yep, there's no, you cannot win it here if you are, or you can. You can still win it here if you're Atlanta Dazed, unless you get a small contest. There is a contest there that makes it where you cannot win it here if you're Atlanta Dazed. So this P2 is where the game is going to be won at.
Yeah, that's where it's going to be won at least Boston can push it there to a P2. You also have these spawns. So, going to try and get, pull off a miracle, if you will. 4 seconds only is all that Atlanta needs for the victory. So, Boston just trying to pull up something. Pull a rabbit out of a hat, if you will. And, well, a 2-piece out of Giants there. That's going to keep them with this timing. Ooh. Some crispy shots coming in, but is it too little, too late? He's on a 3 spree. Trying to shut these players down towards rooftops. He gets one, Trade's kind of rolling in right now, but these Atlanta players still can't get anywhere near this hill. But a two-piece from Sky might have called game, and it did. Sky with a big two-piece on the P2 puts the cap on a dominating map number 1 out of Atlanta Dazed, which actually is the Boston Burgers.
Yeah, big Boston Burgers win here. I mean, I always kept on a 100-point club, but this play right here by Giants that they're showing right here at the end of the game was the play that kind of kept him, that kind of gave him a little light. We thought it was. We are back right in the search and destroy. Boston Burgers, Atlanta Dazed. Boston Burgers actually won that first map. Teams are still kind of flipped on our end. I don't know if the prediction is going to change that for you guys, but they'll let me know in a second. But right now, it's Atlanta Dazed versus the Boston Burgers. Millie does start off with the first kill on the Grim. There goes Sky. There goes Cobb. So there's some big kills that's going on by Millie before he finally gets taken down. The bomb is picked up. I mean, the bomb is going to get ready to go down on this A site, and it's just Mills left alone in a 1v3.
This is a technical 1v3, like you said. He did find that first kill pretty quickly and got out with his life, but now he's got to get a retake on the site. These players know exactly where he is. They're just going to set up a little bit of crossfire. Oh. He's going to find him. He's going to find the first one turn, but can't quite find the second. Man,
that's crazy. That was a great. That was a play. I just looked down at the chat. I just saw Giants said we would start trying now. So this was a good start. I mean, it's a good start. If he said they're gonna start trying now. I mean, that was a great start. Great start to get that 3v1 advantage. Take it to A, because A is a place where you guys can get into cover and make trades with each other if necessary. But here we go. Let's see how this Atlanta Dazed Boston Burgers team responds now that they have the bomb. Looking like they're going for a full-on B push, but the shots are being rang out down this B street. Looks like the bomb. Oh, I thought the bomb was going down quick. I love a quick bomb plan, but Giants already got all the way behind them in their spots to get the first one. But Sky with the Kobe and the rifle kill to make this a 3v1 in Atlanta Dazed favor.
3v1 in the colors might be a little weird on stream for you, but they are correct for the stream. So Atlanta did take that first map, but Boston trying to counter with a round of their own on offense, and they do. So I mean, hey, you know, typically you see search and destroy, especially on this map, be kind of defensive favored, but we see both these teams exchange offensive rounds in the first 2 rounds of the map.
Yeah, just getting themselves into those positions that you know where if you take a gunfight, and 9 out of 10 you can win. That 1 out of 10 is like, oh my God, I just got pooped on. But the rest of the time, you should win that if you get yourself into a good position. That's what both teams are doing. Once they get the bomb down, let's see how they do here on this round 3.
Trying to get something going. Atlanta with the bomb in hand. Looking like they're going to just 4-stack heavy towards this A site. Not something you typically will see. They left this midway wide open, but they do have 3 in Bandit watching. So information exchange there. You do know there's some Boston players on this flank. They're going to try and get this A site control, but these Boston players are here. They're ready for it. Some nades going to get exchanged. That is going to hit, so kind of just trading information for right now, but Grim going to find that opening kill. Grim going to find the opening 2 kills before Absent able to finally shut him down. So now in a 3 versus 2 for Boston.
Ooh,
almost finds another one there, but bomb down in this A site. Now all down left to Bandit, and well, I was about to say, in a 1 versus 3, he falls.
Yeah, I mean, this Boston Burgers team, I mean, these 2 teams, they're battling, but this was a great map right here by Atlanta Dazed to get control. I mean, it was really good by Sky, because it was Sky. It said it was Grim, the kill feed, but it was really Sky with those shots down the roof to take down 1 player, 2 players, and then run that other player, get him weak, make him run away, tell his teammates he's going P1, he's going mid, and for his teammates to trade that out was big right there for the Boston Burgers. I mean, this round 4, let's see what they do on this offense.
Boston on this offensive side trying to get that 2-round advantage in a map right now that's so far just back and forth.
Oh, what a chow.
First blood. Oof. Crazy chow out of cough, but it works out in his favor. There's that 1 out of 10. you were talking about. Willie's
Right.
sitting in a corner there. Koff able to shut him down as well. So now at a 1 versus 3 for Giants. Bomb going to be planted on this A site. I mean, this is just an impossible retake, but I mean, hey, if there's a player that can do it, Giants is the man.
Yeah, I mean, he did just put himself out there in the chat, so he's gonna have to back it up just a little bit. He finds one, but the good backup right there by the Boston Burgers player just to get himself out of range. Now he's telling his teammates he's in dead. Let's go get him. No, they're not even going. They're just gonna play patient and wait for him to make the all-out chow. He's going for his A side. He sees one on the roof, but this could trap him in the building. But they can't take him down. They're scared to chow him. This is big gun Giants, and none of the Atlanta Dazed wants the problem. They just run away, but they find. Oh, he had the. Oh, he was trying to. Oh, he was trying to. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I see what's going on. I see what was going on. Great round, Boston Burgers.
Going for a little bit of BM maybe towards the backside with the knife. Got a little bit scary there though. That could have easily gone in his favor. But how about Koff starting 7-2 in the first two four rounds?
Yeah, Koff is different.
And they're looking different right now. This Boston side in these offensive rounds. That's like, that's 2 or 3 of their rounds have been on the offensive side. And that's not something you typically see. But I mean, hey, if you can dominate those offensive rounds, I mean, your search and destroy can get pretty dirty. But Atlanta trying to bounce back on this offensive side. Looking like they're going to favor this B side.
Yeah, B is the play, and Absent starts off with the first one onto Grim. So that is big for them to get control of this A site if they want it. But they got to watch out for player 5. That is Mills, who is shooting his gun down the B street. And you got player 8 making his way towards the flank. But player 3, he's already watching that. He said, nobody's flanking us today. If you are a Boston Burgers, Atlanta Dazed, they're getting closer to this B site. There they go. They find another one on the Koff. Big gun Koff is down, but Mills is here to back him up with a trade. The bomb is going down now on B. Oh, the bomb did not make it down. Big kill out of Skies to take out the bomb carrier. Now this Atlanta Dazed team is scrambling. What do we do? We gotta find both of these Atlanta Dazed players are in good position, but there they go. Bandit finds Mills to make it a 2v1. It's all up to Sky. And you gotta remember, Sky is the big gun for their team. Going all the way on the flank, making a play. Oh, he finds the kill. Sky may finishes up with the ace. Oh, he couldn't get that. He couldn't get it. Oh, what a chow. Hey, that's what you gotta do. That's what you got. You gotta chow that. You have to chow that. Good round by the Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, I mean, that's some good communication. And, you know, you're in a 2 versus 1, but I mean, hey, with Sky on the other side, nothing is promised. That's good communication. First player, you know, he got a couple shots in him. He wasn't quite weak. You know, maybe you calm him as one shot in the kill feed, give your teammates some confidence. I've done that before, but you get the communication that he's kind of backing down. Maybe he saw in the kill cam that he might have reloaded. But hey, that's good teamwork to shut down the 1 versus 3 clutch. They get around on the board. They keep themselves in this, most importantly, but now Boston on the offensive side, we've seen them dominate this so far over towards this A site, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Going to play it a little bit slower than we saw them before. You've got 6 watching that back P2 push, making sure no one for the Atlanta side tries to push through the couches area. But bomb going to go down rather quickly. First blood going to go the way of Koff, so now in a 3 versus 4 retake for Atlanta Dazed.
Yeah, coming through this little server room, and they find Sky's find one before he's traded out by Mills. 3v2 Atlanta. They still have the man advantage. You got Absent Giants up, the 2 for Boston for the Atlanta Dazed team, who can try to overtake this A site. They're gonna try to take it through, and then as both players are coming through, but Coffin Mills finds both of them, takes them down. Boston Burgers go up 4-2 in this search and destroy. They're doing a great job of just getting to a bomb site, getting themselves into those good power positions and making sure that they win. And they're challenging together. That was a 2v1 right there. Both guys put shots in that guy. They happened to give the kill to Bandit. I mean to Giants, but it was a great a great, I mean, to Mills, but it was just a great teamwork play right there. Up 4-2 in this search and destroy. Starting off this round 7, Boston Burgers absolutely needs this round. Do not want to go down 5-2 in the search and destroy. So I mean, Atlanta Days with this with the bomb. Let's see what they decide to do. And Bandit says, "Skies, I'll see you next round." As he gets the first of blood, and then this bomb is making its way through mid. They're trying to take this bomb through mid. I don't think they know where they want to go, but they try to go to B and Maps and says goodbye, Mills. We'll see you next round. Grim is the last man alive, and he is the last man down. Boston Burgers, big win there.
Yeah, I mean they're keeping themselves in it here. You know, they're not wavering at all. That's a big round again. So, I mean, just keeping yourselves in this game. You're staying, you know, 2 rounds behind, even creeping up now, down by only 1 round, 4-3. So, good job keeping this Boston team at bay. You know, Boston did take that map number 1, maybe trying to ride that momentum. We've got a lot of den in this series.
Yeah, we do.
So, I mean, you really got to take advantage when you get it. And, well, Boston taking advantage right now on this offensive side again. Looking like they're going to switch this up over towards B. They do have a player AFK, a little bit of delayed push. Maybe get something going here. The smoke is going to go down. Sky playing pretty aggressive, but Bandit there, or sorry, Absent there to shut that down. So, man advantage in the hands of Atlanta. Bomb, though, going to be planted by Boston. They don't have this man advantage that they're so comfortable playing with as Absent. Gonna find his second on the round, make it a 2 versus 4 now, with 33 seconds left to defuse.
Atlanta Days. Trying to make a play. Absent. He finds one. Let's see if he can find the last guy. He knows where he's at. Oh, get out of here. And he takes him out. Team going for the defuse. Great round by the Atlanta Days. Tie this up 4-4. We got late round search and destroy. Who's going to make the late game adjustments? That's what we are going to see here. And man, this search and destroy has just made sure it got good. That was a great play right there by Absent during this round.
I mean, that's just a stellar play. And especially you want to get those first bloods. You see Atlanta, or Boston, sorry, they keep getting those first bloods, and they play with it so well. You know, they play around their team. They know they have that man advantage, especially post-playing over on that A side. They tried it on that B side. It didn't get that man advantage, so they weren't as comfortable in their map positionings post-plant. And, well, Atlanta took advantage of it. I mean, Absent, when he pops 3 like that, there's not much you can do. So, tied up 4-4. Boston on the defensive side. Atlanta trying to bounce into the lead with an offensive round. Going to play it a little bit slow. Going to favor towards this B site, but just going to play it slow. Play for some information. Some information spotted. Absent going to get some info for his team, but going to just sit and rock down trying to get something. But Koff going to get that opening kill onto Bandit towards the middle side of this map. So I just mentioned how important that opening blood is for Boston's game plan. And, well, they got it here in this round.
And they forced the rewrap to A, and they saw Grim was over here trying to hold A down by himself, but Giants said, nope, you are not holding this down. Bob going down on A. Retake by the Boston Burgers. They're kind of split out, so let's see how they do this. But they got 2 players who have made their way to Den. 1 player, that's player 8, trying to take the roof, and this is gonna be the ultimate. But Bandit takes down Koff, so he knows that player's from Den. Now it's just up to Mills and Sky. It's gonna be a 2v1 split, and Sky finds Mills. Let's see if Sky can find another. He tells his teammate, let's go. He finds another one. It's a 1v2 now. His round is flipped on his head. He's going to defuse. Teammate, watch my back, and he does. And there goes Boston Burgers winning this round to go up 5-4.
I mean, when you see Atlanta counter back with a couple good rounds to even the scoreline, you see Boston. I mean, they love this A site, whether it's offense, whether it's defense. They get themselves now on match point, and, well, again, it's because they got that first blood. I know it was even up to a 3 versus 3 there after that kill into weapons, but again, just Boston, just continuing to play with that advantage with the map positioning that they know they have. It's continuing to work out in their favor. You've got Koff, again, 10-6. I'd love to see how many of those kills of his are first bloods, because it's got to be at least 4 of them. He's just an animal getting these first bloods. And, well, Boston now on the offensive side, we've seen them play this so well, and I don't quite think, I haven't seen a strategy like this. They're running up mid, and they got the first blood as well.
Yeah, man, this is mid control, man. This is old school search and destroy. You get control of mid, you get control of the map. I don't know if that's how it works on this map, but that's what they said. Let's do to try to force a round 11. But now we got a 3v2. Atlanta Dazed does have the man advantage. Bomb is going down. Boston Burgers, I mean, do have the man advantage. Bomb is going down on this B side. Player 8 is going to make things very mixy when these two Boston Burgers are going to try to move up out of this den. There they go. Oh, there's one. Can he find the second? Oh, he's licked the wrong way. I think the other player's gone. Oh, he's behind him. Oh, Skies, if you do this. Skies! With the win, Boston Burgers 6-4. Man, what a great play by Skies right there at the end.
I mean, that I talk about. I mean, that's those mid-game adjustments, like you said. It was tied up at 3.
Here we go. Like my QQ just said, oh, Grim and Koff starting off with 2 big kills. Mills finds 1, but there goes Grim with the 3rd. Trying to get mid control if you are the Atlanta Dazed, but Giants is shutting that down. Bomb picked up by Atlanta Dazed. Time looks like it did stop at 136. So the time, so I guess this is the new rules we are playing on. Millie will take this bomb towards the roof. He's got to watch out for it Absent, but Absent is there. Boston Burgers are still trying to push up towards this B Street, but Sky is going to make things difficult for him.
Gonna make it difficult, trying to get something going, but towards the backside is Grim gonna shut that down. Trades rolling through the feed. Mills able to break that chain, so the push shut down. I think the teams are swapped once again, but that is all right. They are correct on your side for the stream. Koff able to find a kill over towards that mid side. Trying to get something going towards this middle. Is the device going to reset towards mid? Millie towards his couch's side. Almost took his teammate down with him, but Grim able to shut both of them down with his help from Sky. So good kills now in the feed for Boston. Trying to get this pushed up over towards his B side.
Yeah, you got Skies trying to be that lead blocker. You got the bomb just coming as fast as it can. We don't care if you're in there, Millie. We're going to run right through the goal line, use the tush push, and get one on the board. Boston Burgers start this game off 1-0. Bomb is going to spawn up on the BA street. So we're going to see Skies already starting to get this battle. They already just scored one time on the streak, trying to make it a second score. And Skies is just taking down anybody he sees. There goes Grim with another kill. Skies with another one. It's currently on a 4. We should see another score pop in soon if this this Boston Burgers team starts getting moving. There it goes. Score number 2 is on the board. Sky's on a 2. Sky's on a 6. Grim on a 2. And this team is starting to go like we know Boston Burgers can go. Like we've seen in the first den. They're just showing that they know the maps and they know that they can shoot. And that's what they're doing here. Koff with the device, trying to make his way towards this B Street. Look at the kill feed. Skies just lights up everybody, and we probably should see another score.
Might see another score, but these Atlanta players do scramble for the late defense. So
Oh
trying to
my.
pivot over towards this couch's side, but Sky is absolutely ripping. 16-4 right now. He can do no wrong. Oh my gosh. He is shooting. Someone check this man's PC, because he is shooting laser beams right now, eventually able to be shut down by Absent. So, Vice though, oh, it's going to be picked up, and it's just going to get run in. The interception for the pick 6 into the A site. So now 3-0 on the scoreboard for the side of Boston. And, well, this Atlanta side kind of just been hit with a slap in the face, courtesy of Sky himself.
Yeah, Sky 19-5, just going off. Grim and it's right there behind them, 9-7. These guys are just taking control. They know the spawn trap is getting ready to be on for the Atlanta Dazed. Everybody was saying that this side going this way was supposed to be the not so good side, but the Boston Burgers proved that side is their side. They put 4 on the board. I don't know if that was 4 on the board or time right now. I wasn't really paying attention to that. But look at this, 21-5 by Skies. Boston Burgers looking in this here in the overload. They do not want to see Colossus is what it's looking like.
I mean, yeah, with how good you are at Den, I wouldn't want to see any other map either. Just trying to close it out. And, well, the man that does want to close that out is Sky himself. I mean, just 21-5. Just, I don't even need to comment on it. Just look at it. I just point and look, and you can see that this man is absolutely dominating this right now. You know, we saw Koff kind of being the man, getting the kills in the first 2 maps, and Sky said, hold on. You take a break here, Koff. I got it. And, well, he's on a 5 spree again. He eventually gets shut down by Bandit, so we're trying to get something going. You know, it's not over. With this time stop, when you pick up the device, it opens up the opportunity for lots of teams to make some crazy comebacks. And I've seen it before. It happened to me in week number 1. I don't even want to talk about what happened in that map number 3 in week 1. But trust me, it can happen. But you got to get some kills if you want to do that. Mills with a 2-piece, going to get the device in his hand. Frontman for him is Sky, and well, that's going to be a quick score. You just send Sky forward and tell him run and shoot. And that is their game plan right now, up 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, when you go back to the map one, Sky was going 5-piece after 5-piece. I mean, he just couldn't get to that 6, or she couldn't get to that 6. I don't know. Sky is a universal name, but 5-0 right now. Boston Burgers just running it up. They just take it back to the old LAT and let's just run it up for another score as they get it in for score number 6. I mean, why not? Let's just pitch the shutout. I mean, if you're Grim, I know Grim just said that to his teammates. Like once they got 6, he said, "Hey man, we gotta pitch the shutout. Let's go ahead and get 8 of them things on the board." But we got one player in the Boston Burgers. Oh, he gets stopped at the 1-yard line. He was trying to be a hero. He was trying to make sure the team did not get shut out. But there is a goal line stance that happened for Atlanta Dazed. Now they're sprinting. They are sprinting, trying to get this to the B side. There is no respect that is given right now if you are Atlanta Dazed. The only thing that you're saying your team, left stick forward, and let's just go get them. As you can see, the kill feed lights up all Boston Burgers. 6 to go, 50 seconds to go on the clock. Clock is currently stopped right now as we're making our way. Graham made his way to get score number 7. And we are 50 seconds away from seeing an 7-0 control, or we may go ahead and Atlanta Dazed get this 8-0. I mean, they're looking good. 8-0 may be on the card for them.
It may be on the card, but at this point, what do you say? Just I don't even know. They're doing what I call in poker. It's called needling. You have the winning hand, and you're talking crap. At this point, they're just running the score up right now. And you know what? I don't know if I can blame them for it. They're just playing the game how it needs to be played. But I mean, Atlanta getting some kills here. Trying to get maybe a consolation score if they will. But Sky, he's just being relentless on the map on 38 and 11. This might be the best single-handed performance I've seen out of a player, in my casting career, which, isn't very long, but still, 39 and 12 is crazy. They're going for this final score. Koff almost shut him down with the pistol, but he has no reinforcements, so he will get shut down. Device now to be picked up in the hand of these Atlanta players. Trying to get something going. Try and maybe go into the next series with something to shed some positive light on, but Koff there for the turnaround 360, gonna shut that down. 11 seconds to go.
11 seconds to go. Coffee the lead blocker, and they're trying to end this with an 8-0. No time for them. Coffee gets shut down. But here's the team that's behind him. There goes Mills. He gets 2. Graham is open, and Graham ends the game. My bad. Atlanta Dazed 8-0 score on the game. Even though it's an 8-0, it's 8-0, and it looks bad for the Atlanta Dazed. This looks like this is a perfect game played if you are a Boston Burgers. If you're a Boston Burgers and you're a Boston Burgers fan, you are